The Clever Fox and the Foolish Crow. In a serene and lush forest, where the trees stood tall and the flowers bloomed with vibrant colors, two very different creatures lived. A clever fox, known far and wide for his cunning and intelligence. And a foolish crow, well, known for his lack of the same. The clever fox was known far and wide for his cunning and intelligence, while the foolish crow was known for, well, being not so bright. One sunny morning, the clever fox was feeling quite hungry. He had an idea. He thought, I should find a way to get a tasty treat today. So, he began to wander around the forest in search of food. Not far away, the foolish crow was perched on a branch, holding a piece of delicious cheese in its beak. The crow was admiring the cheese, thinking it was the most precious thing in the world. The clever fox was well aware of Crow's not-so-brilliant reputation. He watched from a distance and saw an opportunity. He thought, today, I'm going to use my wits to get that delicious cheese from Crow. So, he approached the crow and said, in the most honeyed and flattering voice he could muster, "Oh, dear crow, you are a sight to behold. Your feathers are like the shimmering night sky, and I've heard that your voice is just as extraordinary. Would you, in all your splendor, be so kind as to sing a song for me? I long to hear the sweet sound of your voice." The foolish crow was flattered by the fox's words. It thought that it must indeed have a wonderful voice. So, it opened its beak and let out a loud caw-caw. The crow's harsh, cawing voice made the fox's ears hurt, but he didn't show it. The clever fox smiled and said, "Oh, my dear crow, your voice is as beautiful as I imagined. In fact, it's so beautiful that it deserves a special audience." The fox gestured for the crow to drop the cheese and sing again. The foolish crow, thinking its voice was truly remarkable, dropped the cheese to sing again. As soon as it opened its beak, the clever fox quickly grabbed the cheese and ran away, leaving the crow feeling foolish and defeated. The crow had learned a valuable lesson about trust and not being easily swayed by sweet words. It realized that appearances could be deceiving, and it should have been more cautious and thoughtful. The moral of the story is clear: it is essential to use your intelligence wisely and not be easily swayed by flattery and charm. The clever fox outsmarted the foolish crow through cunning and clever manipulation, illustrating that intelligence, when used wisely, can overcome physical strength. The foolish crow, on the other hand, learned the importance of being cautious and not allowing vanity to cloud one's judgment. The Lion and the Mouse. Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant forest, there lived a mighty lion. His mane was a brilliant shade of gold, and his eyes held a fiery intensity that sent shivers down the spines of all who crossed his path. He was known far and wide as the king of the jungle. Animals in the forest respected and feared him, for his roar could be heard from miles away. One sunny morning, as the lion was resting under the shade of a towering tree, he was enjoying the warmth of the sun on his magnificent fur. A small mouse, not paying much attention, climbed up on the lion. Startled and angered by the unexpected intrusion, the lion's eyes blazed with fury. The little creature trembled with fear, its tiny heart racing. "Please, please, Mr. Lion, spare my life," squeaked the mouse, trembling with fear. "I promise, I'll do whatever I can to repay your kindness. Someday, you might need my help." The lion, amused by the idea that a tiny mouse could ever be of help to him, decided to show mercy. With a chuckle, he let the mouse go and said, "Very well, little mouse. I'll spare your life, but don't expect much from me in return." Years passed, and one day the lion found himself trapped in a hunter's net. The net sprang up, and the mighty lion found himself trapped and ensnared, unable to move or break free. Panic and frustration overcame him as he struggled to escape. He roared and thrashed, but the net only tightened its grip. The noise he made eventually caught the attention of the little mouse, who had never forgotten the lion's act of kindness. The mouse rushed through the forest, following the sounds of the lion's roars until it reached the trapped king of the jungle. There, the lion lay helpless and vulnerable. Without hesitation, the mouse climbed up the net and began to gnaw on the ropes that held the lion captive. Its tiny teeth were not very effective, and the task seemed daunting, but the mouse persevered. Gradually, the ropes weakened, and with the lion's help, they were able to break free from the net. He realized that it was possible for even the smallest creatures to lend a hand in times of need. He thanked the mouse profusely. From that day on, the lion and the mouse became great friends. They helped each other whenever they could, teaching all the animals in the forest that no act of kindness is ever too small to be repaid. The moral of the story is the lion and the mouse served as a reminder that strength and size are not the only qualities that matter. In the jungle, the bond of friendship and the power of kindness were far more potent than the roar of the mightiest lion.